323 Hollywood 28, California. And do it today. Good old player piano. This request here comes from Mr. L.M. Broom of Garden Grove, California. He wrote, you may not know it, Mr. Baker, but some 250,000 people have player pianos in their homes today. They love to hear them bang out tunes with themselves. I mean tunes as modern as the Hit Parade. Now, there's only one company in America which produces piano roll music. It's located somewhere in the East. Would you please take us on a tour through this factory to see how player piano rolls are made? Well, you asked for it, Mr. Broom, so let's head eastward again by film to the Imperial Industrial Company of New York City. And speaking to you will be its president and player piano enthusiast, Mr. Max Kortlander.
Yes, Art, old faithful, the player piano, after all these years is staging a comeback. Why? Because people are seeking something different. Families are staying together more at home. And also these revolutionary players, such as this Hardman Peck Spinet, and the player that you were using out in Hollywood, are being manufactured and sold to the public. We also like to feel that our QRS rolls, with their new modern arrangements, are conducive to bringing this comeback to a head. You'll notice we print the words alongside the notes so everybody can sing. In our stockroom, there are some 1,800 to 2,000 selections, like old songs that will never die. Missouri Waltz, In the Shade of the Old Apple Tree, I Want a Girl Just Like the Girl. You'll always see the latest hits also, like Now, Rock and Roll Waltz, Poor People of Paris. Every day we scan the trade magazines and double check with our dealers to see what tunes have hit possibilities. And each month we have a list of popular hits and standards. Many of our tunes have been arranged by that wonderful musician you see in there, J. Lawrence Cook. Lawrence joined us 33 years ago as a young piano player. For the past 2 days, Lawrence has been working on an arrangement of Lisbon Antigua. He's making what we call a master roll on that piano perforator. Actually, he's punching the holes for the copies that will soon be on the market. Lawrence, in the 33 years that you've been with this company, how many piano roll arrangements have you made?
Well, I'd say between 15 and 20,000, Mr. Kortlander.
Lawrence, would you say that the making of piano roll arrangements is a specialty?
It sure is, Mr. Kortlander. It's very different from anything else. You see, aside from being a musician with a good knowledge of harmony, one must have a very thorough knowledge of perforating mechanism.
Another thing, Lawrence, most people don't understand how a player piano works.
Well, I think the best way to explain that, Mr. Kortlander, is to say that it is as though the motor from a vacuum cleaner were inside. Through suction, the valves are caused to actuate. Through the force of suction, these perforated holes in the roll actuate valves, which in turn, through a linkage system, enables the various keys to be stroked according to the pattern of perforations. All 88 keys are in action.
Thanks, Lawrence. Now we'll be able to hear your work at the end of the tour. Now, Art, let's go out to the assembly line. This is one of our 3 master machines in operation. Each of these 88 blocks punches out a different note. 32 copies are being made off of this master at the same time. Each roll is approximately 25 feet in length. For a song like this of 3 minutes in duration, it takes about 7 minutes for a tune to be punched with all the notes. From the master machine, the rolls come over here to this young lady. She stamps the name of the tune, its publisher, and its number in our catalog. Then she cuts off the ends of the roll so they'll fit into the spools. Next, she puts a handle onto the end of each to make it easy to attach to the roll on the player piano. Remember, earlier I showed you we put the words alongside the notes on our rolls. This is where that's done. This ordinary stencil machine is used first. The words are blacked out on a plate so they can be reproduced many times. The words have now joined the punched notes. Next, we run the rolls on the spools, which will fit snug and tight into the player piano. They really zip along nicely, don't they, Art? Down here, by hand, this young lady puts the spools into the boxes. The boxes are stamped correctly, the title of the tune and its number in our catalog. And she sends the boxes down the chute into our shipping room. Then off they go to every state in the Union, to Canada, and now even to South Africa. Recognize the tune? Lawrence is correcting his first master. Let's watch him. That sounds fine, Lawrence. Thank you. You know, Art, in dusty attics, cellars, and out-of-the-way places, there are possibly 500,000 player pianos that need repairing. These are very valuable to many people. Now, if you liked what you saw and what you heard, now is the time to become your own Liberace, especially you, Mr. Broom. You asked for it.